Year-old version. Obviously, it's in a dinky bottle. You know, I can't afford to go out buying lots of big bottles of whiskey. Not cheap. So, this is the Solera Reserve. That's what it says on the front. Made by William Grant and Sons, obviously from Scotland. The funny thing is, I went to Sainsbury's in London and for a tasting course, and it was Glenfiddich hosting the course, and it didn't just have Glenfiddich's whiskies; it had quite a few different whiskies. But amazing course, really interesting bloke. You know, if you can ever get the ability to go on whiskey, wine, beer tasting courses, get on them. So bloody interesting, and you might pick up something that you don't know. So, some quite sad news tonight, so not in the mood at all to do any lives. The old bloke whose garden I look after, he was looking a bit ill before Christmas, and he had a fall, broke his hip, bless him. Went into hospital, and that was before Christmas. And he's passed away last Sunday, which, you know, 88 years old, you know, good innings, as you suppose you'd say, you know, and he'd had cancer, and I didn't know, and obviously his family would know, you know. He didn't make it public knowledge. Quite a tough old bloke, really, you know, and quite set in his ways, and even as an 88-year-old, before coronavirus set in, he'd be going into town, going to restaurants, he'd be, still driving his car around as an 87, well, even a few weeks ago he was driving his car around, 88 years old, very clever up here, and he knew what the end game was, but he wasn't going to let it beat him, and he went on his own terms, and, you know, you can't fault him for that. And he was Scottish as well, so hence why I'm reviewing Glenfiddich. So, not quite copper, but, you know, certainly that colour to it. Good aroma to it. It's just me, but I always seem to get a hint of vanilla in the aroma. Obviously good strength. This is it 40%? Yeah, 40%. And the one thing that didn't get him, which, you know, for me is major, COVID didn't get him. He went on his own terms, got in the hospital, 3 weeks in the hospital, lovely and comfortable, and he said to his family, I'm ready, and or something along those lines. And, you know, to go on your own terms is always the way, isn't it? You know, not to be beaten by some bloody virus, but yeah. And, you know, for the last year I've been doing the garden, and I bought it back from a garden that's not been, there's been people mowing it and that, but it's 6 years since his wife passed, and it fell into some, not disrepair, not loved. And this year, in the last year I've been there, about 15 months, I bought it back, opened up the garden, you know, where things have been lost, because nature takes things back in the end. And you know, it's been a good journey, you know, bringing a garden back to what it was when his wife used to look after it. And, you know, to me, it's a great thing. So, definitely get, obviously, warming from this. Definitely cinnamon and whatnot. With whiskies, there's more complexities than you can imagine. And to be honest, with most alcohol, there's a lot of complexities. And, you know, you really only skirt the outskirts. And what I can say is, even neat tastes really nice. Goes down a treat, and to be honest, I need this. Whew, real fire at the end. Into ginger there? Did I get ginger? God knows. I hadn't looked on the internet for any tasting notes, so could have sworn I got cinnamon and ginger and a bit of vanilla as well at some stage. But like I say, the complexities are there. Very nice though. Out of 5, well, for me, really good complex whiskey, not peaty, so it will appease fans who want something a bit posher than the, you know, shouldn't really say it, but like the Bells and the famous Grouse and all that, you know, 15-year matured. If I remember rightly, it's matured in sherry barrels or Solera barrels. I'm sure that's what I read at one stage. But yeah, out of 5, 4.4 out of 5. Very nice. Very easy drinking. Good thing I've only got a little bottle at the moment. Thank you for watching. Thanks for listening. You know, not every review is a purely a review. In fact, hardly any are really. I do go off on tangents. I do apologise to those people who come for pure reviews. You know, we all miss a bit of the pub life, don't we? And yeah, in some ways, all reviewers, beer reviewers on YouTube, they've got their own characteristics, their own uniqueness, and in some ways, it'd be very boring if you just stuck to the absolute facts without any personality. Personality goes a long way in life. And yeah. So, did I say 4.4 out of 5? I'm sure I did. Thought I did anyway. Yeah. Thank you all for watching, and see you soon. Cheers.